Effective self-defense involves much more than just the firearm itself. The ammunition you select is a critical piece of the puzzle. Whether you're armed with a compact .22 for discreet carry or a robust .45 for maximum impact, choosing the right rounds can be the deciding factor in a life-or-death situation. This video explores 7 of the most potent self-defense ammunition options available across various pistol calibers. We will evaluate each one based on its performance characteristics, reliability, and demonstrated effectiveness in real-world scenarios, equipping you with the knowledge necessary to make an informed decision. Let's dive in. Many dismiss the .22 long rifle as inadequate for self-defense, but Federal's 29-grain punch offering is challenging that perception. Rather than focusing on dramatic expansion, this round prioritizes deep penetration, achieving impressive results for such a diminutive cartridge. When coupled with a pistol like the Kel-Tec P17, featuring a 3.8 barrel, the combination often exceeds expectations. Numerous online tests conducted by shooting enthusiasts, utilizing ballistic gel both with and without denim barriers, have consistently shown this round achieving penetration depths of 12 to 14 inches. In simulated bare gel, results are similar, ranging from 12.5 to 14 inches. Its flat nose design allows it to maintain forward momentum, unlike typical hollow points that can mushroom prematurely. Furthermore, the Federal Punch exhibits commendable reliability, addressing common concerns about .22 LR ammunition's tendency to be finicky in semi-automatic pistols. In the P17, feeding is generally smooth and consistent. While not the most economical choice for casual target practice, the Federal Punch typically costs between 20 and 25 cents per round, a reasonable price compared to many centerfire alternatives. If recoil sensitivity or a preference for lightweight, easily handled firearms leads you to choose a .22 LR for self-defense, Federal Punch stands out as a leading contender. Despite the widespread skepticism surrounding the .32 ACP's power, Underwood Ammo's Extreme Defender presents a compelling case for its viability. Its design emphasizes both deep penetration and significant tissue disruption. Firing it from a compact handgun, like the CAMP 32 ACP, which possesses a very short 2-inch barrel, reveals a surprisingly effective performance profile compared to traditional .32 full metal jacket or hollow point rounds. Underwood utilizes a solid copper bullet featuring strategically designed flutes. These flutes generate a powerful hydraulic effect, forcing tissue and fluids outward and creating a more substantial wound cavity than conventional round-nosed ammunition. Crucially, its effectiveness is not dependent on expansion, ensuring continued penetration even when encountering barriers. Ballistic gel testing indicates penetration depths of 9 to 12 inches, a respectable figure considering the caliber and barrel length. While some shots might exhibit shallower penetration or ricochet, the overall performance is significantly more effective than commonly anticipated from .32 ACP. The 55-grain bullet achieves a muzzle velocity of approximately 950 feet per second, though this may decrease slightly when fired from shorter barrels. Nevertheless, it delivers more energy transfer compared to standard .32 ball ammunition, resulting in a more impressive wound channel. While the cost, typically exceeding $1 or more per round, potentially reaching $1.50, is a consideration, it can be justified as a worthwhile investment when carrying a classic CAMP or other pocket-sized .32 auto pistol and seeking the best possible advantage. The Extreme Defender offers a noticeable performance upgrade, approaching the threshold of what one would desire in a 32 ACP load. For those who favor 22 Magnum revolvers or compact pistols, Hornedy's Critical Defense 22 WMR represents an intriguing option. When fired from a Ruger LCR case with a 3-inch barrel, it typically achieves velocities around 1,200 feet per second, enabling the bullet's polymer tip to function effectively upon impact with soft tissue. While some 22 Magnum rounds may reach higher velocities, they don't always deliver consistent expansion, particularly when encountering denim or other light barriers. In independent testing, Critical Defense has demonstrated more reliable expansion compared to other 22 WMR hollow points. Expect to see penetration depths around 13 inches in gel, placing it squarely within the ideal range for defensive applications. In some instances, penetration may extend to nearly 14 inches, which is advantageous when dealing with heavy clothing. The polymer tip plays a crucial role in facilitating expansion, preventing the hollow point from becoming clogged with material. This is especially beneficial when shooting through fabric or similar barriers. In addition, the round has proven to be accurate and consistent, qualities of paramount importance in lightweight revolvers like the LCRX. No failures to fire were encountered, and the ammunition exhibited manageable recoil. Comparisons have been drawn to Speer Gold Dot or Federal Punch in 22 Magnum, but Hornedy's product has consistently demonstrated superior expansion in real-world scenarios. While Federal Punch often penetrates deeply in 22 Magnum, it can sometimes fail to expand adequately, leading to overpenetration. Gold Dot has shown promise but has experienced inconsistent expansion in certain tests. Priced at approximately 41 cents per round in a box of 50, it isn't the cheapest rimfire ammunition available, but this is typical of specialized self-defense loads. The growing popularity of 380 ACP in-pocket pistols has led to the development of specialized ammunition designed to maximize performance. Underwood's Extreme Defender Plus P is a prime example, engineered to extract every ounce of potential from these compact platforms. When fired from a handgun like the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0, velocities can reach approximately 1,300 feet per second, despite the manufacturer's advertised figure of 1,400 FPS from a longer test barrel. This represents impressive performance for a 380. The ammunition features a 68-grain solid copper projectile with flutes designed to displace fluid and tissue, resulting in a larger wound cavity than standard full metal jacket rounds. Since it doesn't rely on expansion, its effectiveness is maintained even when shooting through barriers. Recoil can be somewhat snappy, but not to the point of compromising control, which is especially important in small pistols like the Bodyguard 2.0. While a single jam occurred during testing, it was attributed to grip rather than the ammunition itself. Overall, feeding reliability was satisfactory, which is a crucial consideration when using Plus P ammunition in ultra-compact handguns. The cost is significant, ranging from $1.20 to $1.50 per round depending on the vendor. However, for those relying on 380 for personal defense, the investment may be justified in exchange for enhanced penetration and wounding capabilities. Muzzle energy is approximately 250 foot-pounds, providing a more powerful 380 load than standard pressure rounds. While 380 cannot match the raw power of 9mm, this load offers a significant advantage for those who prefer the concealability and portability of ultralight or pocket-sized pistols. The Speer Gold Dot, a preferred choice among law enforcement, has established a reputation for dependable performance. Numerous police officers and concealed carry permit holders trust gold dot ammunition to protect themselves. For 9mm pistols, gold dot is available in a range of bullet weights, from 115 grains to 147 grains, including a plus P option for increased power. Testing was conducted using a Smith & Wesson M&P Shield 3.1-inch barrel and a Glock 19X 4.02-inch barrel. Regardless of barrel length, the ammunition cycled smoothly and exhibited consistent velocities. The 147 grain plus P load can exceed FBI penetration requirements, sometimes reaching up to 20 inches in ballistic gel, which is more than sufficient for most situations, but beneficial when shooting through intermediate barriers. The 147 grain load is known for its large expanded diameter, typically measuring 0.55 inches or greater, and its manageable recoil. A key advantage of gold dot ammunition is its bonded jacket, which prevents separation of the core and jacket when encountering drywall, heavy clothing, or other barriers. Speer also offers gold dot ammunition in 50-round boxes, whereas other defensive ammunition brands typically package their loads in 20 or 25-round boxes. While priced at approximately 80 cents to over $1 per round, the increased quantity makes this a more economical option compared to some other premium brands. Expansion reliability is excellent across the board. The heavier bullets tend to create wider wound channels, while the lighter bullets achieve greater velocity and slightly reduced penetration. Regardless, the gold dot is a proven design with a long history of use among law enforcement agencies. The 147 grain load is surprisingly comfortable to shoot, even for those sensitive to recoil, while the 124 plus P load provides increased muzzle energy at the expense of slightly increased recoil. For 40 Smith & Wesson enthusiasts seeking ammunition with serious stopping power, the 165 grain Remington Golden Saber Bonded is an excellent choice. Extensive testing has been conducted with both a Glock 22 4.5-inch barrel and a more compact Glock 27 3.5-inch barrel, consistently delivering impressive results. It exhibited consistent velocities, strong muzzle energy, and reliable expansion. The bonded jacketed hollow point is designed to maintain bullet integrity while penetrating clothing and other barriers. When fired into ballistic gel through layers of denim and fleece, the bullet maintains its weight and expands effectively. Penetration depths typically fall within the 16.5-inch range, satisfying the FBI's 12 to 18-inch requirement. Expanded diameters typically measure between 0.5 and 0.5 and 0.58 inches, depending on the barrel length. This consistent performance is a significant advantage, as some bullets perform well in longer barrels but suffer in shorter barrels, or vice versa. The Remington Golden Saber Bonded strikes a good balance for both. Muzzle velocity is approximately 1125 feet per second from the Glock 27 and 1184 feet per second from the Glock 22, providing solid terminal performance regardless of handgun size. Recoil is manageable, though noticeable, compared to 9mm. This is a natural trade-off for the increased power of the 40 Smith & Wesson. Reliability is excellent, with no feeding issues or malfunctions observed during testing. Accuracy is also solid at typical defensive distances. Those who carry .45 auto handguns often praise Federal Hydra-Shock ammunition, and for good reason. Its popularity has endured for decades. This 165 grain load is lighter than the typical 230 grain 45 ACP round, which reduces recoil without significantly compromising stopping power. Fired from a handgun like the Ruger SR 1911, It is easy to control and expands consistently. The velocity is typically around 1060 feet per second, and the muzzle energy is approximately 412 foot-pounds, delivering 12 to 13.5 inches of penetration in ballistic gel, well within the FBI standards. Various ammo testers on YouTube have shown that the Federal HydraShock expands through bare gel and denim to a diameter of 0.69 to 0.70 inches, which is pretty substantial. It also features a center post design in the hollow point that helps channel fluid and promote expansion. It's definitely a proven formula that has been improved and refined by Federal over the years. In addition, the nickel-plated brass helps with corrosion resistance and feeding in semi-automatic firearms. At around $2 per round, the cost is relatively high, but it's a worthy investment for a .45 ACP shooter looking for smooth recoil and consistent performance. While it is always recommended to put several magazines of ammunition through any weapon to confirm reliability, the Federal HydraShock is an excellent choice for almost any .45 ACP handgun. Plenty of shooters rely on heavier .45 ACP bullets. This 165 grain variant offers a good compromise between penetration, expansion, and recoil. These represent 7 of the most effective self-defense ammunition choices on the market today. From the 22 LR Federal Punch to the .45 ACP Federal HydraShock, each offers different advantages, including deep penetration, reliable expansion, and reasonable recoil. Do you carry any of these calibers? Let us know in the comments what ammunition you prefer. As always, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more pro-Second Amendment content. Thanks for watching.